Sometimes you got to bring a knife to a knife fight, especially if you don't have a gun. So my attackers presented their knife. I've been fortunate enough and trained enough to get my utility tool out. Now my knife is out. What do we do? So when he comes with that angle one, number one, always my forward. Number two, I'm creating counter pressure. The only thing is if I don't get my live hand involved, that cuts through, I get cut. I don't like that so much. So I'm going to put pressure here. My left hand's going to come up. Not only does my left hand put more pressure into the blade itself, it allows my left hand to redirect it. So if it's really close to me, I could be here, but at least this hand tells me where that hand is going. So I'm creating a scissor or crossing motion. I fed him now to his forehand side, so now he has to fire his backhand. In the gunting world, normally I would clear, touch, clear this way, and open up. And I'm a fan of that one to a degree. The reason why is if I'm crossed and my hands are here and his cuts through one for one again, not a fan of that. Now my hand would have to come under, and under being a taller guy never really felt that safe to me. Again, he comes with the one, I'm clearing, coming in, using my huvod, but I'm gonna change it a little bit for you. The reason why is I always want my blade on the right side of my body. If I keep it crossed over here, it's on the left side of my body, and these are weaker attacks. That's exactly the principle I'm using against him. So ideally, I can uncross my own arms. So when he comes with that one, I'm here, and I'm opening up my hands right away. So I'm gunting, scissor, boom. And now I'm unscissoring as that comes. If he's really fast and I don't get that, at least I can still use my gunting and create the exact same technique. But when I'm here and you get your hands used to this point, now not only is the blade stopping this, but it can still cut through. Let's eliminate that cut through by using our live hand. I don't put my hand like this because if he tries to cut out and cuts my forearm, ooh, deep laceration to arteries, no thank you. If I'm here and he cuts out, at least it's bones. But if it's here and he cuts out, I can redirect it, okay? So he has 2 damage, I have 0. If he continues to try and finish that cut, maybe I like pressure, my left arm stays sticky with him and knows where he is. I'm not going to push this out of the way because then he can come back and finish the cut to me. So when that arm is here, I'm the second that center line is open, and the second that that knife can go forward, it goes forward. So that's the most important thing. It's here, it's going, don't cut your own hand, obviously. Okay, clear, assist that here. For right now, just train to go into the sternum. You could go to the belly, you can go to the neck. Depends how mean you want to be to your training partner, right? But a stab is always finished by a slash. Now again, I'm using my footwork. He comes in, I come back. I hold my ground for this guy. As I go to clear this, I thrust. As I go to slash out, watch my footwork, right step. Gets me away from this blade. It's harder for him to get me now. As I'm doing that, I'm cutting because if that comes, boom, I can get my gunting again. If I went to cut him at the same time that he cut me, 1, 2, 3, we both move forward. 1, 2, 3. 1 for 1, I'm not a big fan. But you're like, oh, just use your left hand. You're right, 1 for 1. Boom, but now maybe I cut him, but then he cuts under. So yes, I got a good cut on him, but he still cut me. Let's look at our tally so far. 1 to 0, 2 to 0, 3 to 0. He stops 3, 3 to 0, 4. The more we have this built into us of this motion, the more it can help in case I don't. Remember, if I want to keep my acronym KISS, keep it simple, stupid, or at least that's what they said in the military, everything still works. 1, he goes, boom. Do I try and gun? Did you guys see that in slow-mo? Maybe I'm trying to strike this. You got to have some really good fine motor skills for that. Or you just mean, holy shit. Then he comes in, boom, I crash. Now I'm here, I can strike, I can move, I can punch. With the blade, it makes life easy, but it's still the same thing. Imagine we had big sticks. He throws a stick at me. Maybe there's a hit. He comes this way. With a stick, I would dive underneath, boom, clear it. I wouldn't do that with a knife, obviously. I'm just showing you the stick. Now it depends on what you want to do after. Okay, you're going to get cut or stabbed numerous times in a knife fight. So don't think that it's done right there. In the demonstration, I cut, I cleared, I stabbed, I slashed, and I'm here. So let's bring in some self-defense mental training right now. What am I going to say to him? You're cut. I cut you so much. You're bleeding really bad, man. You're bleeding bad. Hey, put your hand on your neck. It's just coming out of you. Get out of here, right? Go get help. I'll call 911 for you. Like, get in their mind to tell them that they're going to die, and you might stop the fight from continuing right there. If you're going to bring a knife into a fight, you better be very well trained with that. So go find some Filipino martial artists, get that training. Stay safe out there.